So I'm curious, so with counselors, doctors, psychologists, I've seen them at the trainings. Why do they end up showing up to get trained, and how do they benefit from it and their clients?
Well, it's just like with you. You went to the EMDR guys, you went to the counselors, you went to the spiritual woo-woo, whatever they do.
Yeah, I done Reiki, yep.
I mean, there's so many different things out there, but the truth is the reason why they come is because, first of all, logical understanding, going over the stories over and over again, doesn't change it. When they come to me, I give full, clear understanding of how the mind works, how memories work, how to update them, how to change them. You know, although, you know, I worked on you, I think it's maybe 45 minutes with this experience. And you've been dragging this around for how many years? 16 years?
18.
18 years. You've been dragging this pain around for all these years. And it took 45 minutes to clean up the pain. Now, we didn't do it with logical, practical understandings. We go to the elements in the cortices, which is the visual, auditory, kinesthetic, the motor, all of these together, and how the brain held the memory to make it seem real. And once you diffuse the emotions, then logic kicks in. Because logically, you know, it's over. Logically, you know, he's up in heaven. Logically, you know, you should be better. But that doesn't change the memories written on the cells of your mind. Knowing how to get real life control, changing this will set you free. So why do they come? First of all, they tried everything else. Secondly, I make sense. I know what I'm talking about, and it works. You can measurably change, measurably see the changes in your life. Your testament of saying, I want to interview Robert, he's changed my life, is a big testament by itself. Mm-hmm. Because you believe in it and you know it, not because I sound great and just because I have great whatever, it's because it's real. You really experienced it. It's like the oncologist who came to see me. Her husband had an affairs on her, and she knows that emotion plays a major role in cancer. And she said, Robert, I need you to help me because I don't want it. I don't want to get it. I've seen the patients over and over again. She said, I asked them, why do you think you got cancer? What is it? Now, science even has shown up to 18 months prior to the cancer diagnoses, major emotional traumas that occur.
Yeah.
And this woman clearly says, Robert, you saved my life. Because now the pain of the betrayal and the hurt didn't start with her husband. It started with a life pattern, and we ended the pattern with her. And now she doesn't have cancer. She's handling things healthier. Mm-hmm. This is the power of our limbic system, the power of knowing how to drive yourself, and the power of using your own emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence means I feel bad, I can change me right now, period.
Yeah. Well, I noticed like even just the other day, I worked with a practitioner on something that I've worked on before and wasn't able to do the good, bad collapse. And, you know, we just really trusted the process, you know, because we're both learning. But, you know, what memories came up, and I was able to see the pattern. Mm-hmm. Of why that happened when I was 11 years old. I was following the model of my mother and her belief systems and how things were in her time. And I did the same thing, caused a lot of trauma for me. But as soon as I saw that pattern and went, oh, that's why it happened, I was able to laugh about it, let it go. I'm done with it. I mean, it was just incredible. And, you know, there was some things that bother me, like when people said some things, you know, like on Facebook or whatever, I had a hard time working with that. But now people are saying things and I'm just like, that's okay. That's their opinion. They can have their opinion. And, you know, it's interesting how it changes other things in your life, you know, and like even when you were here in February, I was driving along and I noticed something that I hadn't done for a long time. And I'd never done a session around that particular thing, but I just quit doing it. It's just amazing how it works.
Yeah, there's a major ripple effect, and memories are stored in clusters. You know, we also have pain clusters, we have relationship clusters, we have things that are linked together unconsciously, not consciously. And when you collapse or change or update certain memories, a lot of things will disappear. Behaviors will improve. You won't take things so personal. And again, although you said you were getting a session, now again, the session that you received was not just talking about patterns, but you actually were diffusing the emotions attached to mom's pattern, attached to what you were doing inside. See, cognitively, logically knowing why will not solve it. You have to update the memory pattern that you carry and hold. And of course, it goes back to what I teach. Everything inside you, every person, every character, every player, every animal, everything in your mind is you. It's not your mom. Your mom can't fit in there. So you, as a little girl, you're sitting there watching mom do what she does, which is also education 101, how to act like in the world, how to act like mom. And you watch this, your brain encodes it, and then your brain will reuse it on you, and you'll follow the footsteps of mom, not even consciously knowing you're doing it, because this is how the brain, the limbic system works. Like I said, it's an intelligent idiot. It takes it, organizes it, doesn't say it's bad or good, because in the environment of the little girl, this is normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Normal life.
Mm-hmm.
So now what we're going to do is update our system at the deepest neurological way. The mind is very plastic, very adjustable if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to be stuck in a cycle, and you'll be replaying it and rehearsing it and refilling it and feeling bad for no reason.
Yeah. Well, exactly. And you talk about the linked memories, and that was part of it. We went to another linked memory that had happened earlier and worked on that memory, and that's what shifted it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing.